Yeah, you just want me to say like who we are and blah blah blah. Okay, so my name's Tony, and this is the great Gilly.
All right.
And come on in.
What year, model?
This is a 1989 Gillick Phantom school bus. It was a school bus. It's a real rare bus. They only made about 2,500 in production, and so yeah, there's not really a lot of these rolling around on the road anymore. They made a lot of transit buses, Gillick did.
Right.
And so you see them around in the cities as a transit bus. There's actually some folks here that have one. But yeah, as a school bus, yeah, there's just a few of them left. So,
Okay.
but we cut it in half and we pop the top. And so if you come on in, you can kind of see that we've got a pretty
Go
tall
ahead.
ceiling now.
Go ahead and lead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I like the steps.
It
They're
makes it a little easier getting in and out.
Yes, it does.
And, yeah, I don't know that we have a specific theme exactly, but we love weathered wood
Yeah.
and just kind of, I don't know, anything with that rustic sort of cabins kind of feel is what we were going for. And, yeah, so you just kind of take a peek around and let me know if you have any questions.
Just give me the tour and
Oh. Well,
you know
it's
the
like
high points.
like like the other bus tours, we've got place for sitting, and we've got places for heating, and we've got storage for stuff, and we've got books and things, and counters for cooking, and what else? Stoves and vent fans,
And
and
is this the 4K or the 5K?
that's the 4K.
This is the 4K dwarf. Okay.
And yeah, if I was gonna do it again, I'd do the 5K.
Okay. It's a lot of area to cover.
Yeah, we just have a lot of volume in here, and as physics goes, you have to heat your air up top before. This little fan actually works really well though for kind of spreading out and dispersing the heat.
Yes, they do.
And so that's helped a lot. And, pretty cheap purchase, but yeah, we like I said, we love our wood, so we did.
Oh,
Some
wow.
live edge countertops, and then we had to make a custom. This is just a real random custom piece with a bunch of different pieces we sort of threw all together, and some epoxy and
I
river
love
rock and
Yeah, the river wood. I really like that.
and
Live edge.
yeah, it was one of those things where we hadn't really worked that much with epoxy. I'd done some epoxy on this to just sort of fill the cracks and the holes.
Right.
And we thought, well, maybe we could do that on a bigger scale for this piece, but it was pretty, it's really time consuming though too. So
Goodness, yes.
it was what I thought was going to be maybe a 2-day project was about a 2-week project.
Not the way it goes.
It sure is. And we've got quite a few comforts in here. We have a washer machine and we have a deep freezer here. Because we're farmers and we love to hunt and fish, and so preserving good meat's important. This is just a regular refrigerator. It's only a refrigerator, but these just run off of 110, and that's propane, of course.
Yeah.
This is 110.
Okay.
Yeah, we love a big copper kind of farm sink. We just found
Great
this on
sink.
Craigslist. And we've got all of our dishes go up above so
Okay.
that they can just drip dry.
Okay.
Which is
So
nice and not taking up counter space for drying your dishes. All of our electric is in here. It's actually not super photo worthy because it needs to be cleaned up, but you could take a peek. And then this is our pantry storage, so we've got these nice big drawers that come out, and
Wow.
yeah, we've got plenty of room for food and jars and
Cool.
yeah, and then we got a hot water heater on demand. This is our little kind of utility sort of closet,
Okay. Caplets.
and it's an easy tankless.
Oh, okay. Same design.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, and then
He's got to get that on there.
oh yeah, we actually just found that we were just in Budapest.
Oh.
Obviously not with the bus, but we were just traveling there, and somebody was selling these random pictures with photoshopped animal heads on it. Yeah, that's too cool. And then back here is our sort of shower area, and this lifts up so that we've got a tub so we can take baths. And
Mm-hmm.
we looked at a bunch of RV bathtubs, but you couldn't actually get a good soak in any of them.
Right.
And so this is just a horse trough that we took and painted copper, and yeah, we had to do our fancy mosaic.
That's a cool mosaic. I love that.
Purple Mountains Majesty. That's kind of our view in Colorado.
Okay.
Looking out west, and our little tree of life. Once again, it was one of those like, oh yeah, this will probably take maybe 4 or 5 days. We'll do it, and then
2 weeks
it was
later.
about 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Wow.
And then we've got a king size bed in the back and a mini split, so it keeps it pretty climate controlled, and just a little curtain for privacy, and keeps the heat in or keeps the cool in, and then here's our little composting,
The privy.
the privy,
Cool.
with little built-in squatty potty for ergonomic relief.
Right.
Our closet situation we want to redo, but for now we're just doing baskets and shelves, and just enough storage to get by.
Okay.
And then underneath the bed is a crazy amount of room, which of course needs to be rearranged. But
Right. Is this a rear engine or front engine?
yeah, it's a rear engine. It's a
Rear
pusher.
engine. Okay.
So we've got plenty of space. More than enough space. It's honestly more like getting rid of stuff and not taking too much, because we're like, oh, we've got the space, throw it on. So that's been a little bit of a challenge. It's part of the learning curve. Now do be careful on that slide, because it's not bolted in. So slide at your own risk.
Try to hold it down.
Emergency exit.
Oh, my hip, my German hip.
Oh. I'm gonna step down.
So what
Hey,
prompted the idea of the
Yeah.
Gothic door?
It's probably because I've always wanted to live in a castle.
Okay.
Growing up and reading, like, I don't know, fantasy books or whatever, I thought it would be real neat. And then we were drawing designs for the door, and we had this big space, and we're like, I don't know, maybe we should just do an arch in here. Why not?
It's cool. I like it. It definitely caught a lot of people's eyes when you rolled in here.
Well, and it's a third version of the door actually that we've done.
Oh.
Because I was a little bit preemptive in I kind of jumped the gun on like how to build it, so I just sort of drew it freehand, and then I cut the hole, which was a little bit fast, and I didn't like make a frame, which is probably, if I was to do it again, that's certainly what I would do, is actually build the frame first on the ground,
Yep.
build the doors on the ground, and make sure everything fits perfectly, and then you just slide it into your space, and then you draw, and then you cut. But you got to learn these things the hard way sometimes.
Right.
So
It's not like anybody else has done it, so.
right,
Can't just
there's
look
no
it up on
YouTube
YouTube.
videos about like how do you make an arch door. Maybe I'll do that. I'll do
Yeah.
a step by step of what we did, and then what I would do differently for sure.
Okay. And do you have social media?
Yeah, we have a little Instagram, and we're on Facebook.
Okay. And what are those?
It's just at the Great Gilly,
Okay.
and I think Facebook is just the Great Gilly. Yeah,
Okay.
Gilly.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's the tour.
Cool. Thank you.
You got it.